Drug abuse can affect anyone, but athletes are especially prone to developing an addiction. The intense pressure to execute peak performance, the unstable life constantly on the road, and a possible underlying mental health disorder can all lead today's athletes to self-medicate with drugs or alcohol. The lavish lifestyle of professional sports also helps foster an environment of excessive partying ripe with the potential for substance abuse to occur. Athletes also experience all sorts of physical injuries and are often prescribed opiates like Oxycontin, Vicodin, and Percocet for pain relief. Unfortunately, many athletes become addicted to these prescription painkillers. Athletes are also uniquely affected by the problems of performance-enhancing drugs. The pressure to be the best can lead athletes to develop a win-at-all-costs attitude, even if the cost is a number of dangerous side effects that cause a great deal of damage to one's body.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
6'4". I'm 6'5", man.
I know, you're very
See,
long.
but I need steroids because you see a guy like me, I'm 6'5", I weigh 189 pounds. Like what do you weigh?
I'm about 245, 250, but
Yeah, you're ripped.
Unless if you're in, some type of sports that kind of back then demands it, there's no real use for it.
Really?
No.
Well, just to look good.
If you just want to look good, but I really don't.
Not only does it create false hope through naturally unattainable results, it discourages many people from changing their lives. It also risks people's
What about
health.
a term called roid rage? Have you ever witnessed that?
Roid rage, okay.
Is it a real thing or what?
It's affects some people.
Great job. And Hunter Strickland now. Here we go. Harper's charging the mound. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Len Bias was a superstar at the University of Maryland. Clean cut, everyone said. In superb condition, team doctors reported. The Boston Celtics called him by far the best athlete coming out of college this year.
The Boston Celtics select Len Bias of the University of Maryland.
And just 2 days ago, the world champion Celtics used their first-round draft choice to pick Bias to play for them after his graduation. This morning, Len Bias was dead of cardiorespiratory arrest. No one knows why yet. There are reports that traces of cocaine were found in Bias's system.
Talking about athletic performance and marijuana. And so, first off, smoking anything is going to be bad for your lungs. There's a lot of other carcinogens and tar and God knows what else is in smoke, but you don't want that in your lungs. You need your lungs to absorb oxygen. Anytime you put trash in your lungs, it's going to prevent them from being able to perform.
Misuse of prescription drugs, their overuse, becoming dependent on them, is an enormous problem.
A former quarterback for USC and the Raiders is being charged with drug possession and trespassing. Police say they found Todd Marinovich naked in a stranger's backyard on August 19th, and he was charged with trespassing, public nudity, and possessing methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia on Tuesday.
Popular NBA player. It's really for nobody. It really is no time, or this is how they say it's for everything. There's a certain time, place, or thing. In my life, there really wasn't no time, place, or thing for the abuse of cocaine. I didn't really realize, I needed help until, a family member at the time kind of didn't give me an alternative.
It was a little scary. I think from suffering with anxiety and depression for a long time into having my first panic attack on November 5th and not really knowing what that
personally, I wanted to make sure that I did everything I needed to do personally without having to take the opioids, because I knew that, once you start opioids, there's a high risk to not be able to stop them. You see a lot of people get addicted to it. And for me, I wanted to be able to be mentally strong as well as physically strong enough not to use them.
Drugs are killers. They can destroy a promising athletic career and ruin personal dreams and aspirations. So why haven't you learned to say no? I don't care if it's your friend or the big football player down the block who's offering you a chance to get high. Say no, that's all. Say no. And learn to feel comfortable saying it. It may just save your life.